man. I do what I do.
We fought for police reform in the 2020s. You understand? And when they was whooping Haitians on the border in 2021, and irrespective if they're Haitian or not, they're still black. There was no national outcry. People laughed. We fought for voting rights, but when the Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act in 2013, no one else did anything about it. They cheered it along. And so now you got these immigration policies destroying these brown families. And they want us to care. And see, the problem that they have is that we don't care. Not now. See, Black Americans collectively have made a decision to sit down, right? That whole era of black sacrifice is over. We are literally too rich for that. We ain't, see, it was a difference in the 1960s when the majority of us lived below the poverty line. Okay, but at this point, we have embraced what America is about, and we are doing very well for ourselves as a minority. And I broke some numbers down for you the other day. We're the richest group of black people on the planet. We have more millionaires in the United States than all 54 countries of Africa have together. That's what I need y'all to understand. We have more millionaires here in the United States than all of Mexico. Mexico has 20,000 millionaires. We got 1,780,000 millionaires. I just want you to think of that. And here's largely what black people are saying. Black people are saying, you all made your choice. You voted for Trump. You align yourself with what you thought would be whiteness. I guess you were trying to get some favor, thinking that would protect you. And now you got to deal with the consequences. Mexican Americans, they literally fought against civil rights in the 1960s for black folks so that they could get classified as white. They didn't want to have anything to do with us. And they made a choice. You had Latino communities in Los Angeles that formed anti-black gangs just to terrorize black neighborhoods. They made that choice. Shout out to Mystic Media. When Asian communities, they stood silent when we fought against police brutality. They made a choice. And now Trump's America is coming for them. And they suddenly remembered that black Americans have always been the ones to lead the fight for justice. And they're wondering where we are. And I think we've collectively said, not this time. No, not this time. You all are in the racial hot seat. And we're not your mules. We're not your foot soldiers. And we're not going to save you. See, I'm going to have to get some more water, you guys. I'm out of water. I'm going to go get some more water. I'm going to run this commercial. But when I come back, I want to really dig into this. And I'm going to talk about how our country, the United States, has always relied on black Americans to be its moral compass. And we're the ones that forced America to confront its evil. And by doing that, we saved America. Okay? We saved America from itself. We saved America from the wrath of the world. And so the questions we have to ask ourselves, and the question everybody with good sense should be asking themselves, is what happens when black folks stop being the compass? When we stop working. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all. Hey,
it's a party going on. Hit the like, 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 hit the like. It's a party going on. We all looking at dinners. Spurling and subscribe. It only take you a minute. Hit the cash app, super chat, be a penny. One is real good, but 20 more will be plenty. Blizzard King pay a visit. Big Blast my witness. Appreciate the love. There's black men doing business. Stand up, father and brother, lawyer is he. Hall of Fame game, he's known as Uncle D. Tell it just like B, representing for we. We know time is money, you learning and pay a fee. Know it's cold outside, but the podcast hot. Giving you a feeling that these others ain't got. Say it's cold outside, but the podcast hot. giving you a feeling that these others ain't got. Yeah, know that the blizzard come through. But no love for the winner, no just hit. There and hate, watch views. Hit the light, you know that the blizzard come through. But no love for the winner, no just hit. There and hate, watch views. Hit the light, hit the light, hit the light.
We still look at all the beautiful music that we've created. That's what's on the inside of us. We are wonderful people.
I want to see you win. And I put pressure on us men to understand how we did not get our masculinity training. And we have been doing our work, okay? But now it's time for you ladies to understand you're going to have to bet on us like you want us to bet on you. I talked to several men this week. I don't just get on here and talk shit. I have men I call around the world and I ask, what do you think about this concept? Level set me. Shout out to brother Dennis Spurling. Dennis, I'm not going to get, well, I don't want to tell people's business, but I'm going to tell you, high value men retire their women or make them come work for them. So ladies, what is it?
All right, we back. Shout out to the late great Kevin Sherman. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Look, man, let's get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So what are we talking about? Black folks are resting. We will not save you again, okay? Again is the most important thing because I need to try to establish a historical context so that you can understand what's happening right now. We are tired, we are done, and now we're resting, and we're entitled to that. But the question we have to ask ourselves, and if you got white folks saying, hey, you know, there's a group of people who could save us from ourselves, isn't that something prophetic to say? You have this very, very white man on the internet saying there's a group of people that can save us if they wanted to. Shout out to Johnny Harris and Miss. I don't know if I got you guys on the super chat, but I don't know when I was gone. So, look here. What happens when we stop being the compass? What happens when we step back and say, figure it out yourselves? Do you think white America is going to suddenly develop a conscience? Do you think they'll have a change of heart? Do you think anything that's going to slow this immigration train down? They're going to try to get everybody up out of here. Whether you are a natural born citizen from a foreign country, whether you're a child that was born under the 14th Amendment, a so-called anchor baby, they're going to keep pushing. They're going to keep crushing. They're going to destroy everything until there's nothing left. That's what they're going to do. Without us in the streets, without us in forcing them to change, without the political will, they're not going to change anything. And so what you're looking at is this country is headed towards some rough times. But let's be clear, we will survive, okay? We're going to be fine. Other people might not because they haven't dealt with it. You see, and the most ironic thing about this whole system of white survivalism is that it always ends up getting on the brink of destroying itself until black folks come in and push them back to sanity. Let's look at the Civil War. White supremacists refused to end slavery. They refused to release that authority and power that they had over black bodies, not just for work, because slavery wasn't just about work. Okay, it's enough light-skinned black folks in the chat room that can tell you it clearly just wasn't about work. It was about oppression. It was about servitude. It was about white men wanting to have their own fiefdoms. It was about sex. Okay? It wasn't about love. It was about dominance. And they fought, and they fought a war that killed over 600,000 American people just to maintain that position. Even at the point, and here's something most of you all don't know. Do you know that most of those southern plantations were running in the red? In other words, most of them were teetering on bankruptcy. I want you all to think about that. The vast majority of those southern plantations with all those slaves were on there. They weren't getting rich. Some did, of course, but they were running in the red. Look it up.
Black father, I have black son.
Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talking night. Every episode brings to light. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's family. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins, enjoy the ride. Come say hi, catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits always in sight. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins.
Donation. I thought it was a class.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
You know that.
Your ass, class. Come on, now, what? You tall black mother. Women up inside. I don't give a fuck about